So just to give you an idea of everything that I changed there to get the victory, which I don't even feel like I earned that, because look at those turns where we survived when we should have died and it let us recover. I don't know why it let us recover, but I built 2 extra cosmic clasps that were level 4 for the extra 4 might. I put these on because they gave me knockback combo damage, and they were also the highest level thing. I put all the highest mights on I could, and I changed my abilities so that my ultimate was the single strike massive damage with really good range to try and get rid of the casters for obvious reasons. And luckily it paid dividends, but that was really hard. Really hard. And I feel 100% like the only reason it was hard is because it was not up to me at all. It was up to them. If they decided to do the shit that let me live, we were doing okay. If they did anything else, I failed. Every single time. And I feel like that's just super garbage. It's the worst kind of challenge, that, to me, because it isn't fun. Can I make another one of those? I need to make a divine amplifier to pop in that slot. There we go. And we're going to lose might, but I'm not bothered about that. Any other fight, we would have been okay. If I had the team that we've been building up this entire playthrough, we would have been fine. But that was something else, folks. That was really tricky. So what are we even doing? I've been thrown for 6. Do I really have to do the yaoi crap? That can't be what they want me to do, right? Ugh. I guess I do. But yeah, who knew? Under these restrictions, that was an incredibly difficult fight. I didn't realise the game was going to have it in it. Move, dude. I need to see what you're saying. It wants us to go up there. But the great fact about the healing ninja is you're never going to see it again. Outside of those random battles that I'm going to be avoiding, because that's kind of part of the challenge here. Not that leveling up would make too much of a difference, but it certainly does with the artifacts. So this is level 400. It's a bunch of old people. I remember this. They have really good range, deceptively good range, but once again, this is a level where you just have to get to a door too. So if we had Scott, we'd be fine, but we don't. So instead, we're going to be getting creative, probably. And it's such a conflict right now. I'm glad that I've come up against some challenge, because challenge is usually the stuff that's interesting to watch. But at the same time, you're not going to see the 2 hours of attempts there, because that'll be trimmed out. And my god, was that frustrating.
This is a very important mission. Are you sure you're up to it?
Really frustrating. I'm hoping this is going to be fun. Oh, it picks your members for you, does it? That's terrible. Stereotyping Jews is terrible. We most certainly do. Escape Shady Acres.
I'm big again.
Oh god. I can't believe he's mandatory. This is such an unfunny, ongoing gag. I think I said jag then.
Good news, everybody. I'm shielded. Okay,
It's the only problem, you know, when
next time I'll show
you're
you
listening to something and you're trying to talk at the same time and the volume spikes, it completely hijacks your ability to hear yourself. And when you can't hear yourself, you kind of don't say things right. It's very strange. There's those videos on the internet, you know, where they blast those things in their ears and they ask them to say stuff and they're just like that, because there's some strange part of your brain that needs to hear that the sentences are right to get them right. It's kind of weird. It's interesting, though. I wonder if stilettos were named after the blades or after the heels. Which came first, the blades or the heels? One would think it was probably the blades, right? And then they named the heels stilettos because they looked like spiky blades. Nice piss bag there. They're all chucking piss bags. All at Butters as well. Poor Butters.
Hey, you leave him alone. Oh, I'm still zapped. Another one down.
Get fucked.
Suffer, fools. The rigor mortis is that's what you get for
Oh wow, it killed him.
Shady Acres crew.
Poor guy. This move's really, really good. I've gained a massive appreciations for that move from doing the stupid ninja fight. Oh wow, she does incredible damage.
Was that hard enough to smack some sense into you?
That's what you get, bitch. How do you like it?
You're not
I can't stand old people in those automated wheelchairs. You know when they don't like understand the size that they take up on an aisle and they hit your ankles? That's the fucking worst. Is that the first thing that goes as you get old, your depth perception? Very, very frightening.
I've been saying for years that electric lights weren't worth the trade-off.
A good fart there and knock them back.
They cut me. I'm cut.
Oh my god, that's a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, seniors rule. I think I bled on my shoes. And stay down, you little shit.
Tupperware is literally going to be the hero we need right now. The hero we need and the hero we deserve. Thank God for Tupperware.
I'm going to write such an angry letter to the paper about you kids.
But it would seem
Oh yeah.
that just getting there isn't enough with one dude. This might be useful if we die. So yeah, this might not be the end of the world unless it's a fail state. If it's a fail state, we're in trouble. If it's not, we've won.
That one just lied. We made it.
There we go. Look at that. How good is that move? Tupperware saving the day. All because he gets to transport himself and swap positions with somebody else, including enemies. Very clever. Really like that. That was awesome. Now, that's the kind of fight that's tricky, but there's a definitive path through it using strategy. That's what the fucking ninja fight was missing. The ninja fight was trying to pick a lock with your dick. And you can do it eventually, but you're just going to ruin your dick, right? And by the time you've eventually done it, the family are back and there's just a strange, weird, deprived dude fondling their front door with his penis. Not a good place to be. Right, back to Coon's lair. Oh, I'm so glad to have done that other fight. I know I'm going to talk about that other fight ad nauseum now and annoy everybody, but you weren't there, man. You weren't there. Anybody's looking for a challenge in this game, I recommend under the might level, no healing outside of Moses and no revives on that section. That section was something else. And if you do it first time, good for you. You're obviously a god, but try it again. Because I did it second time and I got fucked. Not happy. I'm tempted to even keep that fucking crash in because I was so mad. I was sat there doing this, trying to get anything to respond. It was a soft crash as well, so the game was still responding. It just would never do anything. And I left it for 10 minutes, and that was it. Shut up. Oh my god, they follow you everywhere.
Those immigrant minions I hired? Well, I sort of can't pay them now because, you know, you kind of followed my plans, and so I didn't get paid, and, well, I had some pretty pissed off minions. Can you meet me at the bank? I'd really appreciate it. Chaos out!
Alright guys, listen up.
Oh, interesting. We get to choose a new power. So I really like Martial Artist, but Plantmancer has one of the most broken moves in the game that we could have really done with in that previous encounter. So just to show you some different strategies, I'm going to show you Plant Master this time.
Like Swamp Thing or Poison Ivy.
So do you see the one on the end there, where it's 3 rows in front of you, but it's the entire length of the room? That move is ridiculous. Because it's one of those moves where if you can put yourself behind a piece of cover, you can smash people with it from distance and hit everybody. It's really, really good. The fire's not as good as the poison, as the fire's better than the bleed, but the move's utility is so strong. I should watch South Park from the beginning. Because I watched the most recent season, and it was okay. But I do think it's easy to say that it's not as funny as it used to be.
You stupid fucking cow!
But maybe that's nostalgia. Maybe that's because we're older. It's been going for 20-odd seasons, right? Isn't it 21 seasons right now? Is this where she asked me to eat the food? And anything that runs for that long is going to kind of, you know, not be as special as it was at the beginning. But I really like the irreverent moments. They're my favourite moments. You'd think I'd really like Family Guy, right? And I used to back in the day. Then it got cancelled and I kind of fell out of love with it once it come back. Because it wasn't as good, I didn't think. But you know, for instance, you know when they do the sled race against the girls down Phil Collins Hill? And at the end of the race, just nonchalantly a bear comes and grabs one of the girls and takes her away. Shit like that. Just really stupid, dumb moments. I love those moments. You know, little visual gags? Like on Basketball, when the enemy corporation guy says, I just accidentally overheard your conversation, and he's hiding a directional microphone as he says that. Just the little bits that tickle me. You know, like when Mel Gibson does a whole, give me back my money, and then he pulls that face will be way funnier than anything to me. Because there's just something about it. It's such a perfect moment. So this is when Mysterion's waiting for us outside, right? Yeah. I remember this part. Isn't this where we go to the fart of Christmas Past? Or is that after Mephisto? It's close, right? So this is the end. Oh no, this is the police station. Interesting. So this is where the game gets kind of twisty and turny. But I don't think it's too hard. And compared to that Chinese thing, I think we're going to be fine. That Chinese thing was the worst.
It's about time. You know how hard... I'm glad you're with us, new kid. It's been tough being the only one on the team with real superpowers. While all the other kids are playing and working on their franchise plans, I'm stuck defending the city against evil.
There's a part of this game that I really like. At the end, you get to fight with all the team, everybody together. And it'd be really nice if they introduced a feature where you can do that. Bigger scale battles, larger arenas, larger encounters, but with the full team. That would be really sweet.
No, man. No, please don't. I'll be a good boy, I promise.
The adults in this town are really out of their fucking minds.
Out past your bedtime? Good for you. Fuck your parents.
Oh wow.
Jeez,
Hope you like eggs.
what a bunch of dicks. It's worse than I thought, new kid. This is not normal.
That's an interesting thing, isn't it? You know, the idea of hitting mailboxes with baseball bats when you drive by in a car. I believe it's an American thing because our mailboxes are on our front doors and it just doesn't work the same here. So it's one of those cultural differences that's never really made too much sense to me.
Stand by. We gotta wait for the diversion.
Because I don't think I've ever seen a mailbox at the front of someone's house. Let alone people with enough of the persuasion to try and smash them. But I read a book where that was pretty much the premise of why a politician was trying to be assassinated, which I thought was fucking hilarious. What did he just tell me to do then? I was talking. That wasn't good.
Hang on, new kid.
Oh, there you go. He wants us to look through the window.
Right,
But the cops are doing the coke. Because they're in love with the cocoa. Best song ever, right?
Oh, shit, criminals! And they have guns, probably! Code red, assault on the precinct!
Nice Carpenter reference.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
I did. They're fucking stupid. The mayor's gonna have my ass. There we go.
We're dealing with these guys ourselves.
Suspect in sight! Party's over, thug!
Is he having sex with the fucking... Yes, he is. Great, now they get a... That's bullshit, that. I really don't like that mechanic too much. The good news is they're in serious trouble. I was hoping I could skip this fight, and then I realised that I have to go through that door, so I probably have to do it. Because I've been skipping all the fights, except for mandatory ones. For obvious reasons. I think it makes it a bit more interesting. I like this music too, the music is really cool. Can I hit both of them? Yeah, there we go. And hopefully their shock hits the guys behind them as they move forward.
You'll be feeling that for a while.
But look at this. Not only look at how far I can hit them. If I could step forward one more time, that's how ridiculous this move is. It causes bleed and it knocks them back.
Shit! We need
It is really strong.
Oh shit, there's 2 black kids here! It's a riot!
This is my time.
I don't understand how that doesn't cause knockback. Really strange. Let's do that. Wow. Apparently, trying to time those correctly, I fucked them up. That's good. I'm not worried whatsoever, though. After what we've been through, this is going to be nothing.
You have the right to get your ass kicked.
Oh, interesting. He can shoot you with a taser at that range? Damn. But the gross out. Did you see the damage that just did? That was insane.
Brace yourself for justice, thug.
Oh, man, crap! Those things are dangerous! Prepare to meet the whirlwind! Bringing the thunder!
There we go. I hate this team so much. I miss my team.
Time for some urban fucking
Damn! Wow, that was incredible damage right there.
Respect the badge.
Jesus Christ, the taser does incredible damage. I had no idea. I don't think I've even seen them do the taser. The fight was so quick the last time I was here. Is he getting another turn? Get the fuck out. Getting another turn, you big tosser. Get back.
Doing my job. Well, I can't do shit here.
He's gonna kill me? Ooh, no he's not, thank goodness. There we go, tweak. Finally coming in handy. I cannot believe we just got 2 shot. Like 2 for 2.
Must be exciting for you kids to see us law enforcement at work.
Wow, that hurts too. Everything these guys do hurts. Bastards. Not to worry though, we can freeze this guy. And he can't get a turn, and then hopefully the bleed will kill him. So I can focus on getting rid of the next guy. There we go. Yeah, this guy has insane life at the moment. He doesn't get a turn though for a while. We should use that. And then the next time he does get a turn, we freeze him. I'm kind of wishing I had a big, powerful single hit now, but I just took it off. Which is typical, right? Here's what we do. Let's use Kenny's ultimate. Just in case. It's a heal and we get to see boobs. I'm not worried about YouTube censoring this stuff. It's the human body. It's ridiculous. So he dies from that, and he gets hit from that. Does that mean I can do the branches and knock him back? I can. And then I can do this. Really piss him off. This was way closer than I thought it would be. Thanks to those 2 taser hits. Those 2 taser hits were incredible.
Sure has some violent gas.
I call upon my storms to punish you!
Yeah, we can't hit shit.
Prepare to meet your end.
You can, though. And you can kill. That was a good fight. Taxing but fair. And then next time we level up, we're going to get another slot, which is awesome news. So now I can go through here. Right, let's pick up some stuff, shall we? I love the Nambla watch list on the back. I wish Nambla were in this game. That is one of my all-time favourite episodes of South Park. The North American Marlon Brando lookalike.
That looks like an override switch. I don't know how to get past that turret, though.
How do I get past the turret? It's rather simple. You do the time fart. And then you partake in all of the puzzle solving that involves summoning buddies that take far too long to do what they're supposed to do.
That did it!
There's a treasure. There was a lot of this in the first game, if you remember, like sneaky little side-on sections with loot that you could find if you were savvy enough. This game didn't really have too much of it. I didn't mind it in the first game. I think I might have preferred it. Go on then, Professor Chaos.
I got you, little guy. Here.
I love how you can't seem to just drop off this either and just carry on. You have to go back through the vent. That seems dumb to me. Not gonna lie. But it's a puzzle, you know, it's a puzzle area. They want it to take a little bit of time. I'm just impatient. That's my problem. That's always my problem in video games. I'm really impatient. It's just one of those. Ooh, that's 100. And it does critical strike. So if we can make 2 of these, that'd be amazing. And we can. So that's 14% critical strikes. And it's a massive increase to our might. That's just gravy. And we still have the incredible amount of status effects happening. Even though we haven't really been able to do much gross out and much fire because we're using bleed a lot more, even though bleed is not as good.
Hey, get us out of here.
It's just because we're using a team that doesn't really have the capabilities to do it.
What the fuck are you doing here?
This is a
Here we go, more cops. So I can finally make changes. Thank you. Do not like you, sir. I like you. And I like her. Our might is now 414. We're probably on par with what we need to beat the level.
as is my constitutional right.
Yeah. I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm going to slap you in the dick, sir. Ooh, but I can't because of the shield guy. Slap the shield guy then. There we go. That is great range. That is a really solid move for these guys.
Glad to be working with you, new kid.
I'm rather jealous that they have that. 50% extra gross out damage. See how you like that, friends.
Kid's mother must be proud.
I guess it is a pretty good size.
You don't want to mess with my tool shed.
Okay, so I can't heal me, and I'm probably gonna die. But maybe I can get myself out of there with Tupperware and stay alive a little bit.
Nobody move.
Wow, the damage, dude.
Son of a...
Look at that, nearly 200 damage worth of gross out. That is fantastic.
I'll beat that descent out of you. Freeze, Kanye.
Yeah, freeze Kanye.
Somebody call for a call girl?
This game is funny.
No password is too complex for call girl.
So this is one of the fights where using the plant is probably not going to help too much. Can I do that and get rid of you? Yes, I can.
Engage. Temper tornado. I calculate our odds of survival at 90.6%.
Then he is going to hit Stan. Oh, Stan's dead. There's no way we're living through that.
Shit, just lost the freedom.
He does incredible damage.
Freedom Power Kun boyfriend. You're cool in my book, new kid.
Hey, look, it's the vigilantes. I wish my son was that cool. Got us some old-fashioned
These guys don't have good movement. That is their weakness. That's what we should be exploiting. He does, though. Still can't hit the guy. Yeah, he has a lot of HP, too. Who attacks first? This one.
You're gonna hate me for this.
Phone destroyer!
Nice call, girl. Here comes Tupperware.
Still doesn't kill him, though. Maybe it's gonna cop block the other cop. That'd be good.
Program for etiquette protocol and kicking ass.
Yeah, look at the range he just covered then. But guess what? Remember how I mentioned there's a move in this game that has incredible range and is kind of broken? Well. Bye. It only knocks them back one square, but it puts damage on them, and it hurts. What more could a girl ask for? This guy needs to be weakened.
Super dust.
The one weakness of this cop as well is that he seems to only be singular target, which is pretty useful. I can't hit anybody, so I'm going to swap with him. Give him some armor. He's just going to bleed because he can't do anything on that turn, which is really, really cool. There we go. That is exactly what we want. It is the ultimate equalizer of a build that is not quite ready to kick the same amount of ass that might be necessary.
Kids really shouldn't be playing with fire, you know.
He's gonna just bleed and then burn and then bath. So yeah, he's so dead. Give him a turn and they're so dead. I kind of want him to have a turn just so we can watch him burn.
You really needed an
But we don't need to, because he's already dead.
Taking you out. Now that is what I call a vacuum-sealed victory.
Victory! We get the Hyperglass 80, and we're one step closer to that slot. Awesome fight. That was another fun, challenging, fair encounter.
I know this. No. Fuck.
That's a good moment. Very funny. Go into the interrogation room, pick up some stuff just in case we might find ourselves in need. And then let's get on to the next fight.
That did it.
Oh yeah.
I don't see a switch anywhere.
I do. You can't even use the black excuse because we're both black.
Butthole's beating people with his butthole again. We might need to find a way to cut the power. Like, way to go!
What, you mean like that? In we go. Prison task. That's exactly what I wanted. I feel so rich right now. How do you feel about the hero interactions in this game, though, guys? I find that there are people that are willing to put up with a lot of things. Willing to put up with a whole host of things that I'm not willing to put up with. But it's all preference, right?
I got you, little guy. And there we go.
There we go. Look, you can't drop down. It's so dumb. Do I have to use fart core to get down?
Let's get out of here.
I don't get it. I really don't. It's just video games, I guess.
See you, man.
Video games. Did you see Maximilian when he made that video defending clickbait? I don't understand. If you use clickbait and you admit you use clickbait, why you would defend it? No one respects it anyway. The people who don't care anyway. So you're not gonna stop doing it. Why even acknowledge it? Seems so strange, right?
We have to sneak past this guy.
Oh, I'm doing it wrong. That's not to worry. This changes the direction of the monitors, and then you drop the monitors on his head.
Toolshed's here.
My microphone was in the way of the pipe, you see. That's my excuse. And it's actually true.
Nice. I mean,
There you go, buddy.
Let's go.
There, minion. In you go. Yahoo!
And another puzzle room is down.
See ya.
Let us commence. The master puzzle solver is 2 of 30, and this is going to be a boss fight, right?